You can push. You can pull. You can twist. You can also swing. Okay, I'm going to try and get off now. And you can jump. Hi, today I'm going to talk about some action verbs to use in English. Now, you know the common ones are to talk or to speak. You also have to whisper. Now, you can whisper if you have something secret to say. You also have whistle. That's as much as I can whistle. You also have cough. You have to yawn. So you may yawn when you're tired. You also have to burp. I can't actually do a burp, but you may burp when your tummy is full and you've eaten a big meal. You have bite. To take a bite, you could take a bite from an apple. You have sing, la 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 la. I can't sing. You have to suck. If you have a drink and you have a straw, you could suck from the straw. You have to chew. So when you are chewing, you can chew some food. You also have to nibble. So to nibble is to take small, tiny bites of something. So after you're done chewing your food, you have to swallow. You have to swallow your food. To gulp is to drink water or a drink very quickly. You can also sip the water. So when you take a sip, it's taking a drink much more carefully and a small bit of water. You can also spit. I'm not actually going to spit, but that's when you have something in your mouth. It may be some liquid or even saliva, and you want to get it out of your mouth. You have to kiss. There's no one around to kiss, but I can demonstrate for you. So that's to kiss. You have to hum. So hum is different to whistle because the sound is coming more from the inside of your mouth. This is to dance, and enough of that because I can't dance. If you're walking and the floor is slippery, well, you may slip, especially if there's ice or if there's a lot of water. Like here, it's very slippery because there's water on the grass and there's lots of mud, so it's very easy to slip. You have to walk. You have to run. And you have to jog. So when you are running, it's very fast. When you are jogging, it's a bit slower and it's a slower pace, and it's something which I feel more comfortable doing. This is stomp. So you may stomp, you may see people in the army stomping as they march, or a little kid may be stomping when they're very angry. You can squat. So when you squat, you bend your knees And you don't want your knees to go over your feet because it can be bad for your knees. So that's to squat. You can also tiptoe. When you are tiptoeing, you are on the toes of your feet. So you may want to tiptoe if there's a large puddle or if there's something that you don't want to step into. If you're walking, you may trip. So if there's something on the floor, you've got to be very careful. So if you trip over something. That is to leap. Maybe you have to jump over something and you have to leap over something. That's to leap. So that is jump. I can't jump very high, but that is to jump. Now, if you can't walk properly, or if you've got a problem with your leg, you may limp. So to limp is when you are struggling to walk and you may have hurt your leg. This is to shuffle. So when you are shuffling, you are dragging your feet very, very slowly. That is to shuffle. That is to skip. You can snap your fingers. Not very good with this hand, but I'm really good with this hand. So you can snap your fingers. Maybe you like the beat to a song and you're in a good mood. You can snap your fingers. You can poke. So when someone gives you a poke, maybe they're trying to get your attention. You can pinch. It doesn't feel very good. When you pinch, your skin actually hurts a little bit. You can squeeze. So when you're squeezing something, you're gripping it very tightly. You can pat. So when you pat, it's maybe a gentler way to get someone's attention rather than to poke. So that's to pat. That's to slap. It's not a very good thing to slap. You can push. The opposite to push is to pull. So when you are pushing, you're pushing something away from you, and when you're pulling, you're trying to pull it towards you. That's to clap. You can clap to maybe tell someone that they've done something very well. Maybe they've done a good job. So it can be generally a good thing. Or maybe you're at a concert and there's a performance and they've done an amazing job and you want to show your appreciation. So you would clap. You can tickle. I think it's impossible to tickle yourself, but that is to tickle. Maybe there's something on your jacket, like this leaf. You can flick it off. So that's to flick. You can wave to say hello to someone. Maybe there's someone that you've seen and you recognize. You want to say hello so you can get their attention and you can wave. That is to punch. If there are some flies around, you can try to swat. This is to stroke. You can also stroke an animal, like a cat. You can scratch. Maybe you feel uncomfortable and you want to have a good scratch. You can dab. So to dab is like this. That's to brush. Maybe you've got something on your shoulder and you want to brush it off, so you can brush. You can point if you see something beautiful, or if you notice someone, you can point. That tree over there looks so beautiful. So that's to point. So you can gesture. I won't show you what I'm gesturing, but it's not very nice. You can have a thumbs up, or you could have a peace sign. You can wind with your hands. You can also twist your hands. Now you may be wondering, what action verbs are associated with your nose? Well, there's quite a few. You can wiggle your nose. I can't quite do it, but when you wiggle your nose like this, you can snort with your nose. You can also blow your nose. Achoo! Achoo! You can sneeze. You can sniff. If something smells good or not so good, you can sniff. You can pick your nose, but I'm not actually going to do that today. So that's to pick your nose. You can wipe your nose. You can open your eyes. You can also close your eyes. You can wink. Maybe if you like someone, you can wink at them. You can blink. Maybe your eyes are dry and you need to blink to give your eyes some more moisture. You can stare. So when you stare, you don't blink. You can roll your eyes. So maybe you don't like someone, or you don't like what someone has said, you could roll your eyes. You could cry. Maybe you're sad, or you've watched a sad movie, you would cry. So here in London, it's winter and it's absolutely freezing cold, and I feel like crying because it is so cold. You can squint. So I am squinting right now because we have a bit of sunshine. It's amazing. We have about 5 seconds of sunshine before the sun disappears behind a cloud. So that's why I'm squinting. You can also cover your eyes. So a very common game with a baby. You can play peekaboo to cover your eyes and peekaboo. So you can shake your head, which can mean no. You can nod your head to mean yes. Maybe you've done something naughty and you would hang your head. When it comes to the shoulders, there's a very common verb to use, which is to shrug. Maybe someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer, you would shrug your answers. I don't know. That is to bite. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So please click that subscribe button, comment below and let me know which verbs you know and which ones you didn't know, which ones you found interesting, and maybe write some sentences as well. Thank you and bye-bye.